Hey everybody, today I'm going to be doing something that I've been wanting to do for a while, which is to show stuff from my Yankees auto and Relics box. I saw Mike Gutierrez, who's Yankees Jets fan 70 here on YouTube. He did a similar series. I think about a year ago is when he did his, and I was going to do mine shortly after his, but at that time this box wasn't really organized the way I wanted it to be, and I just never got around to it, but I'm ready now, and I'm going to be doing it pretty similar to the way Mike did his. I'll leave a link to the first video in his series so you guys can see how he did it. He has a very underrated Yankee collection. But yeah, it's basically going to be in alphabetical order. Could be one letter per video, could be more. Depends what I have. Might make this first video a bit shorter though, just to so it could be kind of an introductory video, but should be a fun series overall. So let me pause for a minute, grab the first stack, get set up, and let's get started. Alright, so before we get started, a few things I forgot to mention. A few things that you won't see in here. None of my Bernie Williams stuff, because that's in its own box. Also, no TTM or in-person type autographs, because that's separate somewhere else. And no graded stuff, because that stuff is also in a separate box. But other than that, it's all my Yankee relics and autos. A variety of players, years, brands. Some good players, some players you probably never heard of, and everyone in between. So here we go. I've separated the players that whose last name starts with the letter A. And if you're a Yankee collector, you must have a autograph of Chance Adams. For a few years, he was like the main guy coming out of most Yankee breaks. There's a Topps Chrome refractor auto, but yeah, it didn't really amount to much. Last year he was in the Kansas City minor leagues. I don't think he's in anybody's minor leagues this year. That's a really cool one there. I think Wesker Griff sent me that one from Allen and Ginter. And then I even have one more. This one from Leather and Lumber. Got this one in a group break of sorts. I think it was like 5 of us bought a box off of Snodzilla, and then we just split up the breaks. So I ended up with that one. Yeah, there's one of the many cautionary tales for prospectors. I remember when he was coming up through the Yankee system, his Bowman Chrome first autos were easily selling for like 40 or 50 bucks on eBay. Way more than I was willing to pay for him, and I'm sure the people that paid that price are regretting it now. Next up is a guy who's still currently on the 40-man roster, but might not be a Yankee for much longer. Miguel Andujar. If it were up to me, I would have kept him up in the big leagues, but I knew it wasn't going to happen. Like, you knew once they needed to free up a roster spot, he was going to be the odd man out. So I think he came off kind of whiny when he said that he wanted to be traded just because he got sent down. I mean, it wasn't like he was tearing the cover off the ball either. So if he gets traded somewhere else, there's no guarantee that that other team is going to keep him in the big league, especially if he's batting like 265 with no home runs for them. They'll probably send him down too. So I don't know. It's just kind of a wait and see thing with him. See if he can ever recapture that magic from his rookie season. That's my only auto of him. Bought that from Watch the Corners in a sale he was doing a few years ago from National Treasures. And I think most of the rest of these are going to be Tyler Austin. Got several of his autos for a few years there. Got 2 of these Bowman Sterlings. But he was a guy that didn't have like a ton of talent, but I liked him because he was like one of those grinder type players. Just gave you everything he had every single day. There's his Bowman Chrome prospect auto. Here's a Topps Finest blue refractor auto. That was a Ricky Russo purchase from his eBay consignment. Forget the name of that page he used to use. Then here's one from 5 Star. Got that in a trade with Jerome, Yankees cards. Forgot what I traded for that. Actually, might have been like a multiple card thing. I think I sent him like a handful of cards. He sent me a handful of cards. Yankees for Yankees, obviously. That's a pretty cool one there from a higher end product. And then last one here, like I said, you're going to see some guys that you never heard of. Here's a Bowman Chrome of Aviatal Avellino. I remember hearing about him a bit when he was in the Yankee minor league system. I think he bounced around some other minor league systems, but he has to be out of baseball by now. That was from 2013. But yeah, kind of an underwhelming way to end this first one, but many more players, many more videos in this series on the way. Not sure how frequently I'll do these, but I'll try not to space them out too much so we can get through a decent chunk of these. So I will talk to you guys again sometime soon.